there, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Marco and I am the software architect here at NovaCore Systems. During this presentation I am going to demonstrate some of the core functionality of NovaCore's compliance management system, which will save you time, money and frustration when it comes to managing your organization's compliance against frameworks such as the AQTF, CRICOS or GTO. Let me show you how.
CMS is a multi-user system and is based on concurrent licenses, allowing you to create any number of users to whom you can assign various permissions related to documents, folders, and system features. It can be run as a standalone system on your PC or in a client-server environment. CMS includes several levels of help: a user manual, an online frequently asked questions page, and a remote support tool enabling our friendly help desk staff to interact with your desktop, providing training and real-time troubleshooting. Let us look at the system from a document management perspective. Here we have a list of current policy documents. A key column to note here is the status column, which indicates the current status of each document. Selecting a document displays the context-sensitive ribbon toolbar with the available action that can be performed on the document based on its status as well as your defined user permissions. Furthermore, you can view revision history and even detailed document history as well as revision notes. All of this can be summarized as a report in the form of a document register, which is a great way of evidencing continuous improvement and version control. CMS stamps documents in various situations. For example, a document which has been superseded by a new revision. This enables anyone to still view old documents, but prevents these documents from being used in error. Another example of this is when viewing a document which has not yet been approved or is still being edited. The system uses Microsoft Office as an embedded editor. I'm going to revise this document to demonstrate what this looks like. The system automatically version controls your document, but still allows you to decide on whether you need a major or minor revision. Add a revision note here, or add it later when editing the document. Now click OK to create the new revision using Microsoft Word. To the left, an additional CMS toolbox is provided to facilitate greater document control and extended features. One of the most powerful of these features is the ability to insert custom fields or version control fields. Custom fields are used to define bits of information that are often used in all documents, such as company name or address. Once these fields have been inserted into a document, their value or content may be edited from one central control point, namely Application Options. This change will update all documents throughout the system, alleviating you the pain of having to find and change every document that contains a bit of information that has now changed. The version control fields are most commonly used in the document footer. Once inserted, CMS automatically updates the version field values, such as the revision number or review date. To further increase the amount of time you can spend on doing better things in life, we have introduced a template feature which enables you to predefine a header and footer. The template can then be applied to an existing document, a new document, or even to external documents during the wizard-based document importing process. A completely unique feature of CMS is its capability to generate web page forms which can be made available online for the collection of form data from your staff or clients. An example of such a form relating to the AQTF standards is the corrective action form. All you need to do is design your corrective action form and tell CMS to publish the document as a web form. Then insert the special CMS web form fields into the document, and lastly tell CMS what the associated register name should be that will contain the collected form data. Once this document has been approved, it is ready for online use. And this is what the associated register, namely the corrective action register, looks like. This register is interactive, enabling you to flash up a previously filled in form and add more detail to it if you so wish. I've only demonstrated working with Microsoft Word. However, CMS supports many other file formats, including PDF, allowing you, for example, to add your insurance policy to fulfill the AQTF Condition 4. But before I get too carried away with the other exciting features, let me show you how all of this relates to managing compliance against a framework such as the AQTF. The AQTF screen gives a nice bird's eye view of our compliance status at any point in time. Over here we see the AQTF conditions and standards with what we call a traffic light system. Green means all good and compliant. Yellow means we have some issues, and at the same time CMS indicates the number of documents that are causing an issue. And red means there are no documents linked to the particular standard when there should be. Clicking on one of the elements displays a description of the element, and over here are all the documents that are linked or mapped against this element to fulfill its requirements. The bolded red documents are those that have a compliance issue, either because they have not been approved or have passed their review date without having been reviewed, because someone ignored the system-generated email notification of a pending review. Over on the right side, we have all the documents which are available for linking to the relevant standard or condition. The link column indicates how many standards or conditions the documents are linked to. Selecting one of these documents displays a link symbol alongside each of the linked standards or conditions. Over here, you can produce a report containing a full summary of the state of compliance, which is a great document to hand to your auditor. The same can be achieved with any of the other growing number of frameworks which CMS supports. Lastly, one of the available modules is the DMS, or Document Management System. The DMS is a general-purpose filing location for documents that require version control but do not necessarily need to be linked to a particular framework. This is an ideal place to store your learning materials in a structured, controlled and secure manner. You can control in detail who has access to which folder, and CMS makes setting these permissions a breeze, as subfolders inherit their parent folder settings, or, if you do not define folder-specific permissions, they are inherited from the system default permissions of that user. If we decided we wanted to link a DMS document to a framework so that the framework's compliance becomes dependent on that document, we can simply go to our framework, select the DMS as our document source, then select the relevant folder, and finally link the document to the relevant standard or condition. Easy, isn't it, with NovaCore's CMS?